morning. Joining us racing the USA long race this evening. Quite a few couldn't make it, but we've got not a bad grid. I think we have 9 races. No, actually got 10 races. Stand corrected. USA weather set to dynamic. Seems like we're gonna have some nice weather for the race. Cornering set to strict. AI set to 70%. AIs will only race if somebody drops, which is a real possibility with all the load shedding and stuff. But yeah, AI only takes over if somebody drops. Car ghosting is also a real possibility of cars hitting each other. And interesting track. You'll see once it starts. Some nice chicanes, zigzags there, guys moaning about the S curves, and a long straight. So it's a weird course setup to be able to do both, get the nice top speed and to be able to corner nice and fast. Of course, it's only the race this evening. We have our practice and qualifier now on Mondays to try and compensate for the little time we have with all the gaps with load shedding, etc. Some guys have load shedding up to 8 and some guys load shedding starts at 9, so we've got that 1 hour to play. And it seems like some of the guys are struggling a bit with the connection. Let's hope not. Some games loading a bit slow. Of course, it's only a 50% race, so some of the races will do a 1-stop race. You'll see difference in driving style. Some of the guys getting the softs on in the beginning to try and open the gap. Some guys put the softs on later to try and finish fast. And there we go. All in. 10 races. And we've got some jump starts already. D2. That's very unlike him. Okay, wonder what's going on there. Even running wide there. see some position changes here. D2 now dropping. He seems to be struggling with control of his car. There you can see the whole track. Quite interesting one. You got that in sector 2, you got that extremely long straight. It starts and finishes with a hairpin. D2 dropping. Oh, connection issues. You can see that. D2 left the session. His AI will be taking over. Brit running in front with soft tires. You can see on the side. Red line on the side of the tires. For those that don't know Formula 1, that is the softs. Yellow line there means the medium tires, and whites on the sides, that's the hards. If it goes green, that's the intermediate tires for weight racing. Seems like we have a few with connection issues. Cyclops, he's been saying that D2 is back. That's great. Cyclops was saying that they have some really bad weather there, lightning, etc. So it might be that he switched off to just to be on the safe side. Let's hop on board here with Rit. Running out in front at the moment. D2 will be chasing that. Of course, the two brothers, Pi and Greever, in the same team. Still early in the race. One start. Red only went up one. And you can see only King Alpha opting for the medium tires, going for the losing a bit of control there, opting for the long race in the beginning and then switching to the softs at the end of the race to finish fast, and the other guys are just going to finish the race, like that. Opening that gap to biology. DT seems to be back in the race. Fight going on back at between Caveman and Cooper. Both aggressive drivers. Cooper very slow around the corners there, but there's the pull away. It opens up. Ooh, Caveman almost dive bomb there. Goatee, one of the newer drivers in the league, but good driver. Caveman just not able to catch Cooper, but look at that gap between Yoti and Cooper, over 7 seconds now. It's top 3 running. Yoti keeping pace with biology, and biology sort of keeping pace with Brut. And Caveman going in for his first pit. Oh, biology catching up with Brit, slowly but surely. Let's see if we can keep that up. Cooper experiencing control problems. Joshua not doing badly for a change. Actually catching up to Cooper. Wonder what's going on with Cooper's car. Maybe a setup issue. Didn't see any damage. Nope. Car seems fine. Maybe just a setup issue. It is a bit of a odd track to prepare for. Look at those corners and then those extreme straights. Except especially that under number 2, that extreme straight, very long. D2 seems to be catching up now. Cooper running very wide there. He's experiencing some control issues, definitely. That's very unlike. Oh, you can see on the one side of his wing, tip's gone. Maybe he lost a bit of control. Maybe it's early in the race. You should lap for that. Barry usually, Joshua, Barry, the two pinkies, stinky pinkies, doing very well. Cyclops, very close to Joshua. He's been practicing. See if D2 can catch up. Very unlike D2 to be back of the grid. And biology actually making a move, catching up to Brit. This is good. Yoti not able to catch Pi. Pi having a good evening on the racetrack. There we go. Big fight right here. They're going through those what they call S-turns. New fastest for sector 1. Coming up to that sharp corner, and of course biology, and he passes. If he didn't, he would have had that DRS. But now Brit, it's hop on board with Brit. Nope, not the DRS yet. But then again, Brits usually don't pass on the straights. He goes for the corners. There's quite a few races where he only passes on the corners. Guys running wide or doing a tight turn and he passes on the outside. That's his thing. So he might be waiting for those S-curves in sector 1. Let's see. And he's got DRS on the short straight. So nice wide turn. Smooth turn. Just not able to catch up to biology. So it seems like this is the fight. Let's have a look here. Up on board with Cyclops. It's good to see he's doing much better this week. That's some good racing from Cyclops. He's one of the newest drivers. This is the first time, well, for this league, first time ever he's played a racing game. So he's been struggling a bit, but the guys have been helping him out and he's been practicing. So good for him. Let's see. He's right on D2. Quite a few cars there, very close together. One little mishap there. There's no ghosting, so one car crashing could take out the whole bunch. Oh, as I said it. Caveman spinning out. Cooper. That's weird. Okay. It's like he couldn't decide where to go. Oh, there he goes finally for that front wing. Let's see. There you can see some Yoti with the fastest lap there, 136.615. But quite a few 136s, so the lap times are quite close together if you consider some of these guys have been racing for long and some, like Cyclops, totally new. There you see the gaps between drivers. Bottom three already on their medium tires, going for that long race. Probably hoping the top guys when they pit that they catch up, but we'll see. Some of the guys actually drive better in some tracks, using medium tires instead of the softs. Yoti climbing a spot there while Brett is in the pits. Brett probably switching to his medium tires now. Nope, still on softs. Weird, but okay. I'll have to make sure of the rules, but as far as I know, they have to use 2 different compounds. So unless he's going for us to stop, I don't know. On a short race like this, maybe it's worth stress. Okay. See some nice big gaps opening up. But Cyclops keeping pace with Joshua Knott. Joshua Knott sort of keeping pace with D2. That's more like D2 to be racing that well. Catching up to the front runners. Let's have a look here. Ooh, Yoti already on a 6-second. D2 used these in a stop, so some of the guys opt to go for that. Use it in a stop, but then it's more challenging because then you know exactly where you're placed. But that's choice. Let's see if he can catch up. It is D2. The guys in some races do make a joke that he gets instead of a grid penalty, a lap penalty. He has to sit on the grid for a whole lap before he's allowed to pull away. very fast driver, but very competitive. So he does now and then tend to push that little bit too hard and crash out. But there's a few guys. Look at Caveman earlier in the race. Did the same. Pushed that little bit too hard and spun out. And some more penalties happening. You see there's 3 6-second penalties already. And Cooper on a 3-second. Cooper not having a very good evening. Huge gap there. Aha, didn't say pit. I was wondering why Pi was dropping there. Should say pit there. Okay, so Pi, as you can see on the side of the tires there, opting for the hards. Odd choice on the short track, but maybe he's just good on the hard tires. You can see the only guy on hard tires. Maybe he's taking a chance. Because with only 18 laps left, the mediums would have done it. Yoti also should go in pretty soon, seeing that he's already on, same as D2, Joshua, Cyclops and Barry. All 10 laps on those soft tires already. They started with those. So by just buying his time, getting those tires warm, so that when those guys go into the pit, he's ready to take that position back. D2 slowly catching up there. Brakey. Back. Oh, and there it says pit. So Yoti, second place. Bye now in second place. Brut back in first place. As we started 1 and 2. Brut Biology 3 D2. Slowly working his way back. Let's see, we're on lap 12 of 28. Eyes on D2 to catch up. Got Cyclops doing very well this evening. Exiting the pit there behind Joshua. That's a nice inside. Taking a chance there. Guy's been practicing because it's gentleman rules, so the guys wait for the slower driver, will make a bit of a gap, etc. So Cyclops having a very good evening. I'm surprised. That's good. Chasing Joshua. That's the chase of the moment. Let's see if he can catch up. Only 3 cars left on those softs. One of them D2. An average tire stop on this track is around roughly 20 seconds. So if the D2 goes in, so yeah, at least Barry, there's a 22-second gap there. So D2 should be fine in second, but he does have has the faster tires, faster than Pi on those hard tires. He's going to push very hard now. So it's make it or break it for D. Cyclops chasing Joshua very hard. And keeping pace. I'm impressed. Cooper taking from Barry. Let's hop in with Brut. Hop on board with him. See how his race is going. Brut is racing. You can see there correcting the whole time. He's racing using a keyboard, not a steering wheel. And he's managing the pace. That's very good. It's a bit more difficult on the keyboard because you have to constantly correct. When you press the button, it's a full turn. So it's tap, 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 tap for some turns. When you get to a stretch, you're not perfectly in line. You need to, like there, correct a bit to stay in line. So then you get drivers like King. Beginning of the season, he was winning races using his keyboard, and then got a steering wheel, and he's determined to race using the steering wheel. He just now has to get used to it. He's never raced with steering wheel. So Brut opening up that huge gap to biology. Brut on the softs. He might need to pit again with those tires. It's 18 or 19 laps. If he gets to close to the end, so it'll be about 18 laps. So those tires are going to be very slick at the end, or he'll need to pit again. And he needs to get another compound. Another thing. Maybe he forgot about that rule. You have to use at least 2 compounds. Caveman now chasing down Cyclops. Oh, there you can see the little cross. Cyclops AI Racing. I thought he came back after that drop. Oh well. It's a 70% AI. Okay. Wonder what Caveman did there. Okay. Okay, we have Hypex watching, one of the guest drivers. Somebody can tell Caveman that that's not Cyclops in the car. He's safe to pass. Cyclops driving is a bit erratic sometimes, but for some reason Caveman is holding back. And huge gaps on those front drivers. We have 3 drivers very close. One is an AI, but still. So somebody might want to tell Caveman that's a AI in front of him. He can pass. Biology still running front. Brut second because he changed the compound to mediums. Odd strategy. Don't know what he did, but okay. Why have a double pit? And we have somebody joined.
It's me, Cooper, again.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
Nah, I've spun the car. Tires were warm, and as I got to the second last corner, my tire said, you're not going anywhere, my friend.
Yeah, and
it
Cyclops
into the
is
wall.
also Cyclops is out, so that's why his car's driving so well. AI
Oh,
driving,
so
but for some reason, Caveman's holding back, staying behind Cyclops. He's not passing. Don't know why, but weird.
Let's have a look.
If you look at my stream, you'll see he's constantly slowing down to stay behind Cyclops, not passing him. Maybe just having some fun all the way in the back there. But
Yeah, probably taking opportunity. The drag.
But he's just staying there. He's not passing him. There, finally. Oh, that
If
AI.
the AI don't take him out.
Yeah. No, it's the first time he's tried. He hasn't tried to pass him yet. Quite a few times where he wanted to pass and he slows down not to pass for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe he's just having some fun. The only guy on hard tires, biology, racing on hard tires.
Yeah, he's going for a one-stop strategy.
Yeah, but even with medium and soft tires, you can do a one-stop strategy. It's only 28 laps.
That's true.
So maybe he's in testing. He got faster times with the hards. There's guys that drive weird like that. See there, Caveman slowing down, not passing. Just staying behind Cyclops. Weird. Okay, so let's see. D2 dropped to back of the grid earlier.
Yeah, his controller didn't connect with his PC.
Yeah, I saw him drop off and then he had AI driving and... Well, he's going all the way back to 4th place now.
Steadily climbing.
Yep. And no penalties. Biology is sitting on a 5-second penalty already.
Yeah, King is on 12 or something, if I remember correctly.
Joshua's on 12. Oh, and King, sorry, you're correct. Joshua and King both on 12 seconds. But it is a very weird track.
A lot of turns.
A lot of turns, but then also you have that extremely long straight in sector 2.
Yeah, that catches you out quickly.
Yeah.
That sector 2 turn that you're talking about. Yeah, if you don't take it correctly, you're gonna forget it. You're gonna slide.
And that long straight starts and finishes with a very, very sharp turn. So it's very easy to dive bomb there. Yoti not doing badly. I saw Yanni Vetkrey joined late.
Yes, he was in and was just too late to get a call. Unfortunately, F1 2020.
Yeah, but it allows it in qualifying, not in racing.
That's it.
Because there's no call.
Yeah, we were wondering about it, and when the race started, unfortunately.
Yeah, it'll only allow it during practice and qualifying, but not racing. And unfortunately, we couldn't wait anymore because of some guys have load shedding at 9. Quite a few, so then they drop off. So we literally, pardon the pun, racing to finish before 9. So D2 making up time to Yoti. But like I said last time,
I think Barry was under.
Yeah.
I think Barry was under a lot of pressure because I had to chase him down because I had no front wing. So he overtook me in the pits, and I had to chase him down. I was waiting for that pit stop of his, and we came neck and neck out of that pit, and I just managed to take him around the first corner.
Nice.
But I can think there was a few swear words between him and me as well.
Part of the game.
Yeah,
Good
that was
thing.
chasing
Good,
Joshua.
yeah, good thing you.
And that was
The viewers can't hear the drivers.
yeah. And as I was getting onto Joshua's back wing,
Hmm.
yeah, unfortunately my tire said, no, sorry my friend, not today.
Okay, so far, Yoti on 9 seconds. I think these guys forget about the strict cornering rule. Because these penalties are racking up. Only 2 guys without penalties. It's Brut and the AI.
AKA Cyclops.
Yep. Yeah, but he said in the beginning of the race that there was some heavy weather, lightning, etc. there, so he might drop, and it probably just got too close and he decided to unplug.
Rather safe than sorry.
Yeah, because that's why the Greever isn't here this evening. He had a direct strike on his house. Ooh, D2. Bit of a dive bomb there, running very wide.
Yeah.
But it is those sharp corners. And both straights have sharp corners at beginning and end. So you have to compensate to have the speed for the straight, but the downforce for the turn.
That's it.
So let's see. D2 just need to get his time under 6 seconds to move up to third. But it's always the bragging rights. Yes, it's nice to move up because of time, but if you actually go over the line third, it's just a different feeling. So let's see. Bruggy getting close to biology there. He will move if it's on lap 20 of 28. So he will move up to first if the race had to finish now. Could get interesting if we have a bit of a rain here in the last 5 laps or so.
I was looking at the weather prediction. It just said overcast. Nothing about rain.
Ah, that sucks.
It's a pity. It would be
Very
a lot of
interesting.
issues there.
Yeah, with those 2 nice straights, so it's speed. But Brett making up time. Brett's on the medium tires where Pai, for some reason, like I said, opted for the hard tires. Maybe it's one of those cases where he wanted the mediums and they put on the wrong tires. I don't know. Guys have been saying that sometimes there is a bit of a glitch and it doesn't give you the right tires. There you can see everybody on mediums except for King now. Just swapped for the softs. Caveman in the pits. Let's see. Brett also had a double stop. Brett took 2 sets of softs and only changed to mediums then because I think he might have forgotten the 2 compound rule.
Yes. Unfortunately, the rule states
Yep.
you have to use more than 1 compound.
Yes, and first time he pitted, he took another set of softs.
Softs, yes.
Weird, but yeah, maybe, like I say, maybe he just forgot the
Yeah,
rule.
well,
That
it's
happens.
his strategy.
Yep,
It's his strategy. He can do it what he wants.
yep, and you can see here, Brett chasing hard to get to biology. Biology, of course, on those hard, so not as much grip as Brett. Brett on 0.6. So, but then Brett, he likes these corners. Brett's very good in the corners. So maybe he gets a pass on a corner. And Brett's racing on a keyboard.
That's correct, yes. He's racing on a keyboard. Few of the guys
He's
steering
constantly
wheels.
correcting, yeah. Constantly correcting, racing on a keyboard, doing this well. That's good.
keeping it close to Pi. Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Ooh, Pai having a bit of a slip there. Let's see. And we're on the long straight. See if Brett can catch up to Pi. Doesn't look like it's not opening the DRS. Didn't use his DRS for that one. And these two, this is the fight of the moment. The rest, some nice gaps opening up all over. Lap 22 of 28. So what was your strategy? Start off with the softs, have a make a gap, and then finish on the mediums, or what?
Yes, that was my strategy. I wanted to go for 2-stop and soft.
Also 2-stop. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to go for 2-stop. Low fuel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, get that faster speed. Okay. Oh, well, it worked
Speed,
for you.
that's it. And it worked, but unfortunately...
Ooh, you can see a very nice turn there from Brut, trying to cut an inside by not allowing it.
Making that car wide as possible.
Yep. Coming up to these nice, the guys have been talking about the S turns. Ooh, almost a dive bomb there from Brut. Maybe Pi lost some control there and had a bit of a break. And coming up to this hairpin. Let's see if Brut uses that DRS this time. Spin off there.
I don't think it's going to open it because... Oh, there we go.
It's DRS and it's a long straight. And he gets it. Let's see if he can
On
keep
the
it.
outside.
Let's see if he can keep it. He keeps it.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Well done, Brett.
Well done. Nice driving there, and nice big gap left there from Biology
Hi.
for the faster driver to pass. It's gentleman rules. We don't try and block each other. Okay. Just waiting for the sync there so we can see the times again. Does happen on the servers every now and then. It's a bit of a drop. Hypex very impressed with Bruet racing on keyboard. Yeah, Hypex, he's racing full keyboard. Oh well, Hypex, hopefully you can join next week. Monday is the same time, 8 o'clock our time. Looks like 7 o'clock your time. Monday is the qualifier, and then Wednesday is the race. Hopefully you can join. Hypex, of course, one of the international drivers, a very good driver.
That's great.
Amazing
Yes.
speed.
One of Greever's friends.
Yep. But a gentleman. Very good driver, but he keeps the. He's not one of those that try and rub it in your face. He's a very good driver. So, Pi now, Brett now opening a nice gap there between him and Biology. Biology not doing too. He was doing pretty well on the hards, but maybe it's a mistake. Maybe he tried something, trying to use the hards, because on our short races you don't really need the hard tires. You can mediums and softs, one stop, it's fine.
I'm not sure what his plan was, but yeah, we'll talk to him after the race
It's
and see
all
what
a
was the
gamble.
plan.
He's still in second place.
That's it. Still on the podium.
But those penalties. Luckily for him,
Quite
Yoti
a
has
big
4
gap.
seconds more penalty than him.
And there's a 13-second gap.
Yep. These guys were dreading this track because it is a bit of a challenge, especially with the setup. You have to do downforce for the straights, but do speed for the do downforce for the turns, but do speed for the straight,
for
which is
straight line speed.
Yeah, it's a very odd setup. So some of the guys went for the more speed in general to try and make it up in the straights. Some guys like Bruet, of course, goes for more cornering. So I think his wing setting on Bruit's car is 3 and 11, if I remember correctly.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, beginning of the race, I think that's what he set it to. Apex, it's Confucius speaking.
The other moron is Cooper.
And the other moron is Cooper. So, let's see here. Now I was one of the guys with the wolf thing. Okay, so there's the full intervals. Fastest lap so far, Bruit doing a 1:35.088, 1.8 seconds faster than number two. Let's see. Oh no, D2's got a 1:35.9, so it's 0.9 seconds faster than D2. G'day, mate. So, Hypex, wild guess, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is going to stay. Huge gaps there on lap 26 or 28. So we've got just over 2 laps to go, because that's not finished 26. We're in lap 26 of 28.
That's it.
Whoa, Brett running very. He's been running wide quite a few times this evening. Yeah, Brett's very good at the cornering. I agree. He's very good at corners. Even this straight he took him on was one of the few. He usually passes the guys on the corners. Okay, so Hypex, Brett number 1, Biology, and Yoti. So it's gonna stay. It's a bit late in the race that I asked that again, but yeah, it's a bit of an obvious one. Let's hope it stays, because the guys has been spreading out.
King is on 21 seconds penalties.
Although,
and Pi also 8-second penalty.
If I remember correctly, Cooper holds the record on 31 seconds of penalties.
Yep, I do. I do. We're not talking about it. I was ashamed. It was my first race.
Well, you had to beat him on something. Might as well do it on the penalty times. Nobody will beat you on that.
Somebody has to do it. Nobody.
Joshua sitting on 18 seconds. Like I said, I think these guys forgot about the strict cornering rule.
Just asked Brett for some cornering instructions.
Yep. Brett catching up to the back runner there, and Joshua making a space there. The two stinky pinkies on the back of the grid.
McCochner and Joshua not.
Yep. Let's hop on board with Pi, see how he's handling these hard tires. Lot smoother driving than Brett, but he's on the steering.
Yes. It helps quite a lot, especially with the corners as well.
Yep.
And straight line.
But it seems to be Brett's evening.
Fastest lap. First place.
And Hypex. No, Cooper, it's not right. 31 seconds.
Unfortunately, Hypex, it was my first race. I had no clue what to do. So I buggered it up completely for myself.
He's lying, Hypex. He loved it. He was aiming for 34 seconds.
Unfortunately, the race ended. So yeah.
Yeah.
Greever was
It's just this
Greever was
race
too
is short.
fast for me. No, it was King. King was too fast. Think which Vietnam. Vietnam.
But with these huge gaps, it might not make a difference. There's all those penalties, and except for let's see, it's going to be a borderline between King and Barry, because King does have. No, there we go. Okay, King's moving down one. Even with Barry's 6 second, King is sitting on 24 seconds.
King
What
is
can we say,
almost there.
Hypex? Cooper's a gifted guy.
Yeah, complete moron. Yeah, no. Don't rub it in. Well, congratulations, Brut. First place.
You can't
By
get
second.
You can't get the 31 seconds by accident. You have to aim for it to get that amount of time.
I'll work my ass off for that 31 seconds.
Okay, so that's it for the race this evening. It's got those 4 guys still finishing theirs, and then the shuffle. The only guy that'll lose the position there is King, sitting on his 24 seconds. He'll move down to 8th position. Cooper still be getting a point. Next
Really?
race. What's the next race?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
1 point.
Yep.
I'll take it.
What's the next race? I've selected it earlier. Mexico.
Not sure.
Mexico.
Not sure because I won't Mexico. Yep.
Yeah,
but
Ipex,
unfortunately, I won't participate.
King is a teenager, you know. They have to beat you at everything. They always know better. But even trying that hard, he could not get to 31 seconds. Driver of the day is Cyclops. And he's not even here, but okay.
I don't think so.
We'll skip driver of the day this
Cyclops.
evening. Yeah, Mexico.
I think so. Unfortunately, Cyclops won't be here.
Yep. So, Hypex. Seems like it's Mexico is a favorite. Ouch. Take it easy on the guys, Hypex. You can't be that nasty.
Alright, as we wait for the drivers to come in.
Yep.
First place Brut, second place Biology, third Yoti Goda.
Okay, so we're getting the top drivers in. Okay, Cooper left the session. And we've got some drivers in here.
Hello.
Hello.
Pie. Goatee, so we still need Pie.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Move to
Guys, how was the race?
Oh, it was.
De Bruyke.
Hello. Quite a fun
Bruyke.
race.
Brett,
Yes.
I have to tell you, Hypex was watching, and he's very impressed with your driving on a keyboard.
Dude, Mr. Burrett just pulled away fastest lap of the race on a keyboard.
On a
with S
keyboard,
sections
yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so guys, in general, how was the race? Seemed like a nice, clean race.
Yeah, it was. I think we had one virtual safety car.
Yeah. But in general, the
yeah.
guys made some. We saw some passing and so on. The guys made gaps. Pi had a move to the side for Brut when he passed, etc.
I was actually just defending the inside, but then he went around the outside.
Like I was saving when I got into the DRS of Pi, I was saving 3 laps my EAS so they can get full EAS, and then I just loaded on that straight.
I should have ran a bit more deep into that corner, but then you would have switched back. So I don't know. So
I
But
just dumped
strategy
my
wasn't
entire
in my-
EAS on that straight.
yeah, strategy wasn't in my favor.
Okay,
Oh,
but
lekker
it
one.
was a good race. Pi, just
Yeah?
interest sake, why did you switch to hard tires?
I felt like the one stop could have worked, but the virtual and the 5-second penalty threw me off.
Okay, but
So-
even if I didn't race, that's why I'm asking. Won't it be a one stop even if you go to softs and mediums?
Yeah, I did a soft and medium one stop.
I felt like the mediums for me wore too quickly, and I didn't feel comfortable on them. So
Okay,
I
so you
preferred
prefer the hards.
hard-
Okay.
consistent times and go there. But yeah, Brut came back.
Yeah. Well, it was a good race. In general, you guys had a good race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems
Some
like
nice on track battles. Like in the first stint when we were both on the source, I was like, oh no. I had a nice gap in the beginning, and then he caught all that 2 seconds up in a few laps. And it's like, nope, I'm gonna have to undercut this guy.
I should have done your
One step
strategy and
at work.
but yeah, I'll learn.
it's good. It was a good race. We'll see. Some of the other drivers might join us just now. Poor D2 had a connection issue and popped all the way to the back of the grid and then raced his way back.
Yeah.
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 Speaking of D2, we've got Hypix watching the stream, and he says, big fan of your work. He's a big fan of yours.
Great.
Yeah.
Thought he was a big fan of the Ferrari.
He wanted to join this evening, and he'll be joining next week for the qualies.
Well, that's great.
Sounds
Good.
yeah.
Nice.
So the rest of the guys, in general, guys, how was the race?
Mixed
Technical
feelings.
problems on my
A
side,
bit
but
disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
soon for me.
I think the server was a bit weird for everyone.
I got disconnected apparently.
Yeah. So Mr.
then-
Dev was on his side. He was 1.5 seconds behind me. On my side, he was 10 seconds behind me. I was very confused.
And then
So, yeah.
King, being a typical teenager, trying to beat Cooper's penalty record of 31 seconds. King finishing
Record
off the
of
race with the
broken.
24-second penalties.
Yeah.
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 You have to be
That's enough.
gifted to get 31 seconds in penalties.
Yeah. That's a record that's not going to be broken yet.
I'll try and broke it myself again. Don't worry.
Well,
do it for me. Cooper
Hypix will be joining us apparently for the full race sometime.
Oh, that's good.
We're going to do the 100% race some Saturday, which and he's only an hour off on our time, so he'll be joining, and Gox will be joining. There's quite a few international drivers joining.
They're going to make us look slower than we already are.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Can we drive around Austria?
I reckon we do a non-equal performance, realistic performance, and we put them in the horses. Yeah, we put them in the horses, and I'll put myself in a Mercedes, actual Mercedes this time. I'll still lose to him, but just give me a little bit of
Just a
advantage.
little bit, just with like 5 laps instead of 10, yes.
Yeah, just make it a little bit more difficult for them, you know.
And they have to start the lap down.
On the
Guys.
yeah.
All right, guys. I just want to say quickly one thing. It's been great. It's been an honor. Thank you, guys, that I could race with you guys. Unfortunately, tonight was my last one. I will only be able to join you guys.
Next time.
Yeah, so I'll see you
Next
guys
year.
next year. So if I don't speak to you guys, have a Merry Christmas and a Merry New Year.
No,
All right.
I wish you the best,
Enjoy.
eh?
We'll see
Yeah,
you.
he's
All
got time
Yes, sir.
constraints with work and all that, so we understand.
Yeah,
It's
so
an
I'm-
open race.
Unfortunately, due to my work, I can't join the rest of the season.
That's
No
cool.
problem. We wish you the best and all the
All right.
strength.
Feel free
get
to join us
everything through.
anytime.
Yes,
I'll,
and check
when I
in.
can, I'll try, but I can't promise anything.
Or hop in and do some streaming with me. So, guys, next week's race, Mexico.
Mexico.
Any thoughts?
Well, Mr. Coop.
Apparently,
Long-
Hypex says it's his favorite.
Long
I
names.
cannot do
man.
my downfall setup there.
Mexico, yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Hypex
People
said
who like
he
Mexico
can't
are a
wait.
bit on the crazy scale, you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've always been told I'm crazy.
Well, yes,
Mexico
you have to
is
be.
just Mexico is insane.
Yeah, it is. It's got that one long straight, and that's it. Rest is zigzag.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the technical of it.
Mm.
Oh no.
So that should be a good race for Brut. He likes the corners.
Sector two, I don't like Sector 2 in Mexico.
Sorry,
keyboard is not
I stand
happy
corrected. It's Hypex's second favorite. His favorite is Silverstone.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So he'll
Silverstone's
only
a
lap
good
you
track.
guys maybe 5 times instead of 10 times. Don't worry.
Oh,
Any thoughts, guys, on next week's race?
Don't crash. Don't break my penalty.
Nice. Is
Record.
it in general? Is it a nice wide track? Is it forgiving track? Not forgiving track?
It's
It's
forgiving
like a
Sector
Monaco,
1 and
but
3.
Okay, so
interesting.
sector 2 again is gonna screw you. Okay.
Yeah, the aces.
those
I can
S's
see
are
that.
very technical. And then
Yeah.
the stadium section as well is more technical than it seems. If you
stadium
get the stadium
section,
section wrong,
Yeah.
then you screwed up your race. Yeah.
And I see
This is in
on
Mexico.
on the picture, the corner that they've got there, you can see that's not a very forgiving corner. Don't know which corner that is. It's a DHL corner.
The final corner.
Is it? Okay. Doesn't look very forgiving because it's very narrow track on that
Yeah.
hill.
Yeah.
Screw up the final corner, your whole straight is not fun.
Exactly. Yeah. And that straight is so long. People can pull away like half a second as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not fun. Yeah.
Okay, so that's it. Okay, guys. Thanks for the race. Nice clean one. I'm sure, some of the guys must have dropped already with load shedding and all that. So, good clean race, and see you all next week, Monday, for the qualifiers. Hypex said he'll be there.
Great stuff.
Sounds good.
Okay. And nice driving,
Just
D.
kick everybody's
Nice
butt.
catch up there.
Thanks. I tried my best, and then I got disconnected.
Yeah, we saw.
Again.
But
then
you still
I-
caught up
yeah.
from back of the grid to 4th place, so good
You
racing.
got
there.
close, I got to Josh.
Okay.
If everyone's watching.
So that's it then. Thanks, guys. See you guys Monday for the qualies on Mexico. Have a good week and a good weekend.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yes, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Next year.
Cheers.
Bye bye.
Is Josh
Cheers,
still
guys.
here or not?